Distance nerding.
Hey, what up, everybody?
What it do?
Yeet.
Yeet. And yeah.
No, we're not eating anybody.
Yeet. We're eating everything right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Taco Tuesday. You know what that means. You are now experiencing distance nerding.
Part of the Comic-Con Radio podcast family.
Frey Girl, you Goonie. It's Jen from Frey Comics.
He's older than Chester Cobblepot. It's Jamas 5000.
Rude. And he's one truffle shuffle away from throwing out his back. It's young Phil.
Yes, my back wants to go out right now, and I can do a truffle shuffle. It's sad. And we're here
to nerd together.
together.
Hey, check out the OnlyFans for that truffle shuffle later, everybody. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely do.
That's a throwing out your back experience, apparently.
Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Threads, Blue
He
Sky,
missed his entire line.
YouTube.
Yeah, I know. We're talking anything pop culture, news,
Oh,
movies,
yeah, that.
music, food, wrestling, comics, whatever you're nerding out on. We want to talk about it.
God, man. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, Discord, all at Distance Nerding. And, of course, you can send us an email at distancenerding@aol.com. We will read it live on the show. So, guys, we're jumping into this, going right into this whole thing. Ladies and gentlemen, you have now stumbled onto the worst kept secret on the internet. It is now time for the download. That's what happens when I don't turn off the loop from the beginning.
So good, we got to play it twice. That's what
Exactly.
Woohoo! It just gave me more time to chew.
That's right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. This week on deck, we've got the Geekend Update.
No cap recap of Comic Verse, and we got some guests to talk about it.
That's right. That's right. We've got the download, which I put on backwards.
Even after 40 years, Goonies never say die.
And before that, we're going to be starting some rumors.
Peter Tingle is tingling, but not for MJ. What?
Oh, man. It's that Peter tingle feeling tingle.
Peter gets you in trouble every
You know
single
what
time.
that means? STDs.
That's
Yeah.
right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into that, of course,
But first,
let me get a shout out. Ladies and gentlemen, the show is brought to you by Debbie. That's right. Debbie is a brand of energy drinks created to help focus, concentration, reaction time with no jitters or crash. Debbie contains no maltodextrin, no sugars, no fillers, no artificial colors or dyes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to find out more about Debbie, head over to www.debbie.gg. Use the code NERDING10. Get 10% off your order. Deliciousness ensues. And there we are.
There it is. Are
are you going to do a Debbie flavor or no?
Not tonight. I've had enough energy going on and everything like that. But let's move into this. Yeah, let's move into this next part here, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the Geek End. I pressed the button before I hit next.
Okay.
And I was like too fast.
Easy there, fingers. All right,
Right.
Comic Verse was this past weekend, February
Comic-Con Radio.
2nd. Oh, Jesus. Now we're going back?
No, you put it in
All
the
right.
wrong. Comic-Con Radio is part of Geek End Update.
Okay, Distance Nerding is on Comic-Con Radio. Find Distance Nerding and our second show, A Comic Conversation, at comiccon-radio.com/podcast, popping it into chat. Where's Shadu? Shadu, you on that?
Just make sure Shidu's not here to do it.
Shadu, that's you.
Yeah, no.
By the way, we're going to be getting more. We were talking about it this weekend, or before the weekend. We're going to get some more up. We got some intros on the way and whatnot. But yeah, it's con season, so might as well start putting out some Comic-Con comic conversations out. I like it.
That's right. So yeah, now, ladies and gentlemen, we had representation over at a con this weekend. So over the weekend, Comic Verse was happening. That featured the likes of Walter Jones, the original Zach Black Ranger, Neji Jeter from Spider-Man. He played Miles Morales. Sat Geeks was there. Cosplay Dropouts, so much more, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get into everything and we bring on our guest here, our guest that did send us a video. So I'm going to play that video real quick here just to give us an idea of how the weekend went, and then our guest to come on and tell us about how Impound went. So here it goes.
You want to tell us about the show? Yeah, I'm Brent Fredson, writer and the creator of the Universe. This is Comic Verse Con. This is our third year doing this event. We're doing it at Scott Temple, several special guests. And if you ever get a chance, come in.
All right, thank you for your time, sir.
Appreciate you, brother.
Well, there we are, ladies and gentlemen, on the show. Welcoming back our cosplay correspondent. It is Jeff from DeLong Family Cosplay.
Greetings, nerds. So we were at Comic Verse this weekend, and there was a handful of people there. There was D Squad was out there with their droids. They were actually giving away little like 3D print models you can put together. The pit droids, those are pretty cool. Sack Geek was out there representing, and we also had a lot of vendors out there. There's some, you guys saw the video there. There's all kinds of different stuff. There's everything from stickers of fish to anime stuff. A lot of Power Ranger stuff, obviously. There's clothes. There's all kinds of great vendors out there. There was a handful of guests. We had I Am James, which was Goku and Master Roshi. We had David Gonzalez, which was the drummer from Java's
awesome.
Java's, and his barge there. We had Blake Foster, which was the Blue Ranger from Power Ranger Turbo, and the man, the original OG Black Ranger, Walter Jones, was there.
Nice. That's awesome. So you guys had a good time. How was so?
A little more estrogen in the house.
Hi, Jen. Yeah, we had a great time there. Obviously, I was there with Sat Geeks, and I got to meet Walter, and it was so great to meet him because we told him it was my birthday weekend, and we were getting all this stuff for my birthday. He gave me like the biggest hug in the world. So cool. Like, he gave me this giant bear hug, and it was like, it was amazing because I've never had any of the other Power Rangers I've met give me a hug, and it was so great. And one of the things we had him sign, because we had many, was this bicycle.
Oh, that is so cool.
With him on it.
Yeah, he actually signed it.
Awesome.
He's the real deal, though. He is
Oh,
such
he
a
is.
cool guy.
Yeah.
He really is. Like, you could even tell when he was on the show. I did watch the occasional show. I didn't not watch the Power Rangers. Yes, I went on a rant on Friday about how I don't really understand the Power Rangers, but yes, I do know who they are. But yeah, it's like, you know.
I can
He's
give
the
you a
real-
lesson on Power Rangers, Frey. Don't worry about that.
She's got visual aids. She's got a whole
Oh,
PowerPoint
yay.
waiting.
I've
She
always
has an
wanted
entire
a PowerPoint
seasonal
about
video.
Power Rangers.
That's awesome. I'm glad you got to meet him. He seems like a really cool dude. And him being like an OG makes it extra special, but he's such a good ambassador for Power Rangers because fans that love Power Rangers, and he's like the guy.
Yeah.
And he treats fans so well, so that's awesome. That's awesome. Wait, so tell us about Comic Verse itself. So it's by Impound Comics, right? Like I saw in the video you had what's his name, Trace?
Comic Verse itself is actually his comic universe. So he has a series of comics out, and to promote his comics, he started his own local con to help promote local businesses. He has a comic shop in downtown by the King Stadium, and he started the con. And he actually started out of the first one we were actually at. It was a tiny little venue in downtown. And then he ended up in West Sac, and he's moved a couple times. But now he has Scottish Rite Center, which is a decent sized venue. Like you said, he's been doing it a couple of years now. There's like 2 shows a year, and it's a pretty good con. This was the first one they did a cosplay contest at.
Nice.
So there's a couple hiccups there, but they're working that out. So it's every time they're adding more and more stuff, and it's just getting better and better.
That's awesome. Shout out to Impound Comics. They're such good hustlers. They're good for the community too. Like they definitely push like that nerd community, and they bring everybody together. So I dig them. So tell us about the con itself. So it was at the Scottish Rite, because that is leveling up for them, because they started out like small venue, then I think a banquet hall, then the community center here in West Sac. So now the
community center is tiny too. There's all kinds of crazy.
Yeah,
that's actually where we met a couple. Bruce started. That's where our group actually kind of came from. Was we were at the Comic Verse, the first one he did at the West Sac location, and we met the couple of the girls from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and one of them suggested that we started Bruce up a page because he had his Angon with his mohawk spiked up as part of the arrow. And we kind of twisted on that and turned it into a family one because, well, just a kid out there on social media is not the best thing these days.
Probably for the best, but yeah.
And then to answer your question, Sewa, Johnny and Walter both are in their rights of great Power Rangers. So I kind of like them equally. I have met them both, and both interactions were really good. It's just that when I met Walter, it happened to be my birthday, and he gave me a big old hug.
Also, you're not going to wait as long to see Walter, because Johnny's been in every anime.
True.
From the beginning of time.
That's true.
Yeah.
And also, we went right away when he started signing, so I can not have to wait.
Awesome.
That's
so
awesome.
Tell us about the cosplay contest.
The cosplay contest,
Besides
it was smaller this time. So it was smaller this time. They're trying to get their feet under them on it. So there was a couple actually really good cosplays. We're going to be putting out a longer version of that video we had just a minute ago on our YouTube page. I'm trying to get that out tonight. If not, I'll have it tomorrow. But there'll be a bunch of pictures of different cosplays. I have some footage of the cosplay contest on there too. But I mean, one of the people that was out there was wearing a full-on Digimon armor suit thing.
Oh wow!
So there were some good costumes there.
Awesome, that's cool. And Sandra, I see your shirt there. Nice.
Yeah.
Sat Geeks. I think that's cool. Tell us about Sat Geeks. You guys represented?
Yes, we did. I was at the table. That's why didn't get to know much about seeing the cosplay contest, but I was there to help sort it out a little bit. So we were there up front, helping, promoting, getting people involved and stuff. Had colorings for the little kids, which every little kid that came up to our table just fell in love with.
Aw, little what do they call those? Like sensory tables, at
there are all kinds
shows.
of games and stuff there. There's like a whole
Yeah,
activity side.
We had the games out. We had color pages, and of course, the donation stuff like the rubber duckies and stickers and stuff like that.
Awesome. And you had some raffles too, right?
Yes, we did have a few raffles. We gave away a lot of stuff with the raffles, and it was a lot of fun.
Awesome. And I heard, just grapevine, I heard a lot of people came out for Sat Geeks, and Sat Geeks, we are a nonprofit, or Sat Geeks is a nonprofit. And so thank you to everybody that came out to Comic Verse, because I heard Sat Geeks did really well. So kudos to you guys for helping out the nerd community here in Sacramento.
Oh yeah, we are the nerd community.
I mean,
Yes.
Tyler helped out with Sack Geeks as well. So
Wait, who? No,
Tyler.
not that guy. Not that guy. Did he get a hug from Walter?
No, I got the hug.
Exactly. That's
what
I'm
I
saying.
heard? Tyler got French kissed by Walter.
Easy.
Oh, I was stuck at the table after that. I wouldn't know.
So you had a good time. It was a
What
good
happens at a
show.
con stays at
Yeah,
a
it
con
was. It was a really good
until
show.
you say it all over the internet.
Awesome.
He said,
What-
"Get
There's,
some help."
there's a lot of cool artists there. We actually got one of Phil's birthday gifts there.
Oh.
We got him a picture of him.
Picture. Wait, you got a picture of himself? How did you know
that
that's
that
what
he
you
doesn't
wanted?
already have.
Yeah.
Hold that up closer. Hold on one sec. Wow, look at that. With the Pink Pony Club. All right.
Yeah, look at that.
Funny
Okay, tell us about that.
So,
And
so
not young Phil. Jeff and Sandy, tell us about that.
So that guy, he was out at Silver Age as well.
right.
So
That's where we met him.
yeah, that's where we actually talked to him the first time. But I have a little interview with him that will be in the longer one. But he saw Phil wandering around a couple of years ago, and it just triggered for him, and he decided to draw that up. His original copies are on the white cover comics.
Nice.
Unfortunately, he did not have the original, or that's what I would have grabbed. But
I get
Yeah.
triggered too when young Phil's walking around. It
Yeah.
Very
No,
triggering.
so yeah, he saw me at Silver Age maybe 3 years ago.
I think that's what he said.
Yeah, and he immediately had to draw that, and I saw it last year. He was actually sitting right across from Stephen Yu this last year, right? And so I was talking with Stephen, and Stephen like points it out. He was like, "Dude, did you see that picture over there?" And I turn around, I'm like, "Dude, that's badass." And he was like, "No, you're the one that inspired this picture, the artist." And I was like, "No," and he tells me that he's like, "Yeah, no, I saw you walking around in your costume," and I was like, "Oh, that's a fun concept. I'm gonna draw Deadpool holding a pony or a unicorn thing.
Easy with your hands.
Yeah,
Probably
keep
work.
doing that.
Unicorn thing, you know." And
now I know.
yeah, and so he ended up drawing this, and I thought it was amazing.
Wow,
Oh my
look
God,
at
you're
that.
such an inspiration. Like your head wasn't big enough. Are you still able to get into your house?
Absolutely not.
That's a great picture. Well, one, we're going to sue him for copyright infringement, so that's coming. So just tell him to be prepared for that. No, but that's an amazing picture. And by the way, Comic Verse was great, but we should say happy birthday to young Phil here.
Oh,
Since we're-
stop it.
Since we're all here.
Happy level up day.
Thank
old
you so
Phil.
much, guys.
I mean, young Phil.
I'm
Happy
not
birthday,
old yet. I'm
Y'all
getting there,
got
though.
years.
I'm
Y'all
getting there,
got
though.
years till you're as old as me, so don't worry about it.
back to it though. So
Anyway, yeah.
the con was good. You had a good time. Who else did you see at the con? Like, there's always, friends. You mentioned the D Squad, so that means
the guys from D Squad were there. I mean, chasing people down with Chopper because, well, we all know Chopper's a homicidal maniac.
Yep.
D Squad, meaning the Droid Squad. So was Steve?
Yeah,
Steve
Droid
Mead,
Squad.
right?
What was that?
Was Steve Mead there?
Yes.
Yes. Good old Steve. We like Steve.
What do you think was running people over with droids?
Yeah. He's always the coolest guy. Always the coolest. Well, who else was there? Was like, I don't know, Kyber Cave there?
No, Kyber Cave wasn't, but David Gonzalez is the you met him at KyberCon. He is the one that was the drummer for Java's Palace. He played that big giant drum.
Yeah.
Had the all freaking braids running down and stuff.
Yes.
And he was actually there with D Squad at their booth.
Nice.
So he was, which is always good to see him. He's a great guy. He's really nice.
Super nice guy. Yeah, I've seen him. I think at a few cons now. Like he was at LA Comic Con with Project Star. Yeah, I did see him at Weekend Blender as well. So yeah, he's all over the place. Good dude. Good dude. Shout out to David Gonzalez. Well, that's great, dude. I'm glad you guys went and had a good time. I'm really sad you had to deal with Tater. I feel for you.
We drug his ass there.
What?
We drug him there. We put him to work.
Oh, you see, you even had to drive him there. He didn't even get his own ride there.
No, they dragged him there. So like
exactly.
They did it in a way that you would enjoy, James. They dragged him first.
Did he cosplay
in the car?
Did he cosplay?
You and Tater just had to.
Me and Bruce were the only ones that cosplayed. So I did my Sid from Toy Story, and Bruce was Black Ranger. So.
Which was pretty cool since there was a Black Ranger there.
Yeah.
You cosplayed, Sandra?
A little bit until I got my shirt. I was Kimberly unmorphed.
Oh, okay. You know what?
Awesome.
I like that. I was Wonder Woman on her day off one year for Halloween at work, so I get it.
Oh,
was
so
it, did you wear like the white shirt with the pink skirt?
No, I wore
No,
the
I'm
red
saying-
Wonder Woman boots with jeans and a black Wonder Woman t-shirt that just has the W's on it, and wore the diadem and had the lasso.
Nice.
Diadem, is that from Harry Potter?
I was actually asking Sandra because that's what.
Oh, I thought you were asking me. I was like, no, that doesn't sound.
No, I just had a pink top and some black pants.
Okay, that's the other outfit she wears. Yeah, because like the outfit that's like the synonymous one is like the white shirt with the pink skirt.
That and the pink jumpsuit thing.
The pink jumpsuit thing was that too.
Well, yeah,
The
'cause she's a
pink
gymnast.
jumpsuit was just lazy costuming.
Okay, so if you want to learn more about Comic Verse and see all the pictures, follow Impound Comics, and so at Impound Comics on Instagram. And then if they want to see your pictures, your video, your long video is going to be on YouTube at
DeLong Family Cosplay on YouTube and everywhere else.
Cosplay. Perfect. Look at that.
Be a maker, not a hater.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for chiming in and reporting on it. That was great.
Yeah.
We
Also, guys,
love our correspondents here.
exactly. Also, guys, remember to tune in tomorrow at 6:00 before Conversations in the Void. DeLong Family Cosplay will be doing a live stream on their YouTube channel. So, guys, hang out with them and check. What are you guys going to be doing on the stream tomorrow?
So we're giving Reptar a skeleton. We're going to let him be able to stand on his own 2 feet.
Nice.
Awesome.
All
I
right.
loved your tour. That was like my favorite one. I was like, okay, and we do this here, and we do this here. So I just love that. So
Well,
anyway, carry on.
I know it looks nice and organized. It is utter chaos off screen.
Like, yeah, of course.
Bill knows he was here yesterday.
That's all of our lives. It's just chaos off screen.
Exactly.
Sometimes on. Well, thank you guys. We appreciate you so much.
Mwah, mwah.
All right, guys. You guys have a good night.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
See you guys tomorrow.
See you guys
See ya.
tomorrow.
Bye.
Oh man. Why? All right, there we go.
Easy.
No, I don't know if you noticed, because James, I know you know what this is. Right. But
that looks like clapping.
Eric Ruiz is saying who's going to Stockton Con next month. Joe Hendry's going to be there.
Oh, there we go.
I believe in Joe Hendry. But you have to clap a certain way. You have to clap with the whole class. And that's the Joe Hendry clap.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's go on and move on to the rest of the show here. Pull that back on screen. It is now time.
Is it rumors time?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We are banded.
Yeah! Banned in Belarus again!
Banned in Belarus.
Kicked out of Belarus.
And apparently Indonesia and Thailand.
Yeah.
From last week.
Jakarta is not happy with young Phil.
No, absolutely not. They hate me right now. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into these rumors because we have a couple of them going on here today.
Hey, real quick, before we get into rumors, shout out to Night of O in the chat. Shout out to our good buddy Matt, who was at the Royal Rumble this past weekend and saw Joe Hendry in person, because that's amazing. That's a dream.
So okay, and this is just a little side thing, not a rumor, but it's something he said in the press conference. He said he had an extended conversation with John Cena. His dream match is to have a match with John Cena, and he thinks
gonna French kiss him. I will only watch if they're gonna French kiss.
He thinks it's gonna happen. So.
Oh, this is gonna French kiss. Oh God, they're gonna French kiss, guys. You heard it here first.
Yeah. John Cena and Joe Hendry are gonna French kiss. It's gonna be great.
I have no idea what you're talking about because it got all sidetracked. So who's saying what about?
No,
what?
Joe Hendry said he had an extensive conversation with John Cena backstage, and his dream match is that before the end of this year, there's going to be a Joe Hendry versus John Cena.
And they're going to French kiss.
Yeah, because he's saying that is like his dream match, and John is saying that they can make it happen.
Right? Hey. He loses that elimination chamber, loses again, doesn't have a ticket to WrestleMania, so to speak. Maybe that's his ticket.
Think about it.
Fighting for the TNA championship at WrestleMania. Oh, who writes this? I think I do.
That would be dope, right? He did. Joe Hendry got a massive he got a huge pop when he came out, because I don't think anybody was expecting Joe Hendry, the TNA champion, to pop out at the Royal Rumble. But I mean, like,
nobody expects a pop out.
Yeah, I know, right? Every time they pop out, Matt in the chat saying that would rule. So let's jump into these rumors, guys. Is Obi-Wan the only hope for Ahsoka? I know, right? A couple of weeks ago, rumors started about Ewan McGregor reprising his role as Obi-Wan Kenobi in Ahsoka Season 2. Scooper Daniel Reichman claims to have confirmed that the actor will in fact appear as the legendary Jedi Master in the series. Lucasfilm hasn't confirmed if he is in the series. It will be interesting to see how exactly Dave Filoni incorporates him into the story set long after Kenobi is killed in A New Hope. So tacos on the table. How will they bring our Obi-Wan to Ahsoka?
Can I go first? I go first?
Please.
I mean, we've been talking about flashbacks this entire time. We even talked about World Between Worlds,
right,
as an option too. But Ahsoka is in another galaxy. Different galaxies don't matter to Force ghosts. What if Obi-Wan comes as a Force ghost to try to get Ahsoka back to the, Star Wars universe or whatever it is? Maybe he's her guiding light.
Right.
Through all this.
Right. Could be. Again, I mean, she didn't have as much of a bond with Obi-Wan as she did with Anakin for obvious reasons. Anakin was her master, but yeah, I mean, it's not that she can't commune with Obi-Wan Kenobi. I still think it's going to be more like along the lines of like flashbacks and in Clone Wars and things like that. Again, it's an excuse to get Ewan McGregor back in the armor, and it would be dope to see him in the armor again.
Force Ghost armor. That's what I'm talking about.
That would be cool too. So my tacos are on the table on this as well.
Yeah.
Just because I do think he's coming back in Force Ghost form. Jen, what are your thoughts?
So I think it's going to be, she has to go back to the world between worlds.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be another flashback sequence where they're in a significant battle from the Clone Wars television series, and they're going to live action it.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
And that's kind of where I'm at on that.
Yeah, I think so too.
That.
So my tacos are on the table. I'm not going to do like blue milk or whatever. Shadoo's not here, so.
Real quick, shout out to our good friend of the show, Albi Madrigal, because that scene in Ahsoka season 1 where they do the flashback, and they are in the Clone Wars with Anakin and young Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Albi did the set design for that.
Oh,
he did the set design for that.
Yeah.
So shout out to Albi.
And Tamara Morrison, he was in that too, you know.
Yeah. It's dope that our friend Albie like started off as like a cosplayer and then, you know, started playing stormtroopers in the shows, and now he's doing set design for both Marvel and Star Wars.
And visual effects.
Awesome.
He also did visual effects for Doctor Strange.
That's right.
Oh my god.
Now, speaking of Marvel,
one step closer to meeting Wong and Madison.
Exactly. Sticking around and talking about Marvel here, is Peter a cheater? Because what about MJ? Oh man, Spider-Man 4 will reportedly introduce a new love interest for Tom Holland's Peter Parker. Whew. The T. This makes sense, seeing as how the last movie, Spider-Man No Way Home, left Peter Parker, Tom Holland, completely erased from his friends' memories. Now, Zendaya is still set to be a part of the story as it moves forward. We will just have to see how the plot will bring them back together. Spider-Man 4 is expected to arrive in theaters on July 26th, 2026. So, tacos on the table. Who's Peter getting entangled with in Spider-Man 4?
Can I go first?
Yeah.
Since I don't know as much about Spider-Man as you guys do. So I think that they're gonna do I really want Black Cat. And so I think it's gonna be Felicia Hardy.
Felicia Hardy.
And I think that's gonna be it. And he's gonna go from good girl to bad girl. And then he's gonna get all entangled with her. And then he's gonna be like, no, I really love MJ. I can't do this. And then that's how it's all gonna be. But twist, Zendaya is also playing Black Cat.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. She's really not. It's gonna be Sydney Sweeney.
Oh yeah, they're talking about Sydney Sweeney coming actually coming in and playing, or not Sydney Sweeney. Yeah, was it Sydney Sweeney?
I don't know.
I know they were talking about bringing one of the
man. If they had Zendaya playing Black Cat, that would be totally straight out of Ladybug and Cat Noir Miraculous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Silence. You guys don't know what that is. That is the total like show on Disney about two superheroes that love each other, but they don't know who each other are. But then their alter egos also have crushes on each other. Oh my goodness! Sorry,
that's actually a pretty good storyline.
Watching too
that's
many.
Like every storyline in comic. What?
Oh God!
Don't you make fun of Miraculous and Ladybug?
Chris Chipperson saying the love interest is going to be a version of Ursula, the landlord's daughter from Spider-Man 3.
There you
go. No, I also think that Felicia Hardy is probably the most relevant version, like character to bring in. They haven't brought in the Black Cat yet. She is another love interest of Peter Parker's in the comics. So
she's his Catwoman.
She is. It would make sense to bring Felicia Hardy in, just because again they haven't introduced her in any of the live action stuff yet, and they've been wanting to do Black Cat for a long time. So I think it's smart to either do Black Cat or again Silver Sable is another character that would make sense based on what Sony was trying to do.
I do like Silver Sable as well. I also think a good love interest for him would be Gwen Stacy, but not the Gwen Stacy of his universe, but the Gwen Stacy of another one.
So,
but they've got her with Miles a lot, and so I don't know about that.
I was gonna say that's kind of like going the route that they use her in Spider-Verse. So it's like, you know, I mean, Gwen Stacy would make sense, and I know that Gwen Stacy exists in this world. They've talked about her. They've also talked about, I'm not remembering her name right now, but the reporter that he always used to work with.
Oh yeah,
because he actually is a character in the universe right now too. So
Lois Lane, yes,
Lois Lane, exactly.
She gets around. She likes her S superhero.
So James, where are your tacos sitting on this one?
I think that would be a nice twist. So tacos on the table. I think we're going to see some other love interest, and there's going to be something. Maybe she's got another boyfriend, maybe as well.
Yeah,
so that'll push him. That'll push him to finding a new love interest.
It almost seemed like she was hooking up with Jacob Batalon by the end of the last movie.
Yeah, like they were like BFF.
They were kind of starting to become a thing, and I know
Philippines.
Yeah, and I know James is all for that because he's like, Filipino hero, yes. Even though he's not going to be a hero, he's going to be the Hobgoblin, and he's going to.
I don't care. I mean, that means Filipinos get Zendaya by proxy.
Is he
so
be in
I'm on board.
Stranger Academy.
I don't know.
I think that'd be good for him because they did mention him and his magical stuff, even though now he doesn't remember any of it.
But again, like that also all of that stuff was all like they made a lot of jokes about him becoming Hobgoblin because Hobgoblin actually knows magic, and Hobgoblin is why am I forgetting this character's name right now?
Ned.
Ned Leeds. Ned Leeds is the Hobgoblin. So
okay.
So
I'm like Ned.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love it. I want more of him. He's fantastic.
Yeah, and Jacob Batalon's awesome. I love the way he plays his characters. He's funny and he's got a lot of heart. So
everybody do their tacos. Are we taco heavy? Okay, let's move on.
Go ahead and move on. So Born in Darkness, but looking for the light. In an interview with SFX magazine, Dario Scardapani talked about the importance of bringing back Deborah Ann Wall and Eldon Henson as Karen Page and Foggy Nelson for the series. I know I'm excited for this.
I just thought, Husby's playing.
I know. I just realized that was him. I thought it was James.
But it's so great because he does it so surreptitiously.
Yeah,
he's so good at it. Like we'll be doing something and he'll start laughing, and it's like, yes, that was a funny joke. I mean, it's just awesome. Okay, keep going.
Surreptitiously.
They are the heart and soul of this mythology. You get so much more out of Daredevil as a character, as a human being. Karen and Foggy are the family structure for our orphan Matt, and it was very important to have them. Fan theories speculate that either Karen or Foggy could be killed off early in the season. Scardapane played coy. He said, all these rumors are true. None of them are true. I refer people to the comic books where the fate of both of those characters has happened many times in different ways. There has also been speculation on who Michael Gandolfini will play, and Scardapane revealed he is the Kingpin's protege who was pulled into the world he barely understands. Ooh, that's interesting. That's going to be interesting to see who he's going to be. Daredevil Born Again is set to debut on Disney Plus on March 4th. So, with that being said, God, that's not even that far away. Tacos on the table. Who are they going to fridge in season 1?
I just love the term, and that's why I put it in there. I love the term. I know it's horrible, and it shouldn't be a thing, but it's out there. Thanks, Ron Mars. Thanks, Gil. Simone.
I don't know. Killing off Karen or Foggy would be like, it would definitely raise the stakes of the show.
It would be devastating for Matt to lose one of them because they're both such integral people in his life.
Right.
I think if they lost Karen, he would be really upset and grieve for a long time, but he would get through it. If they kill off Foggy, he may not recover. That might break him to a point where a line will be crossed.
He will lose it if he loses Foggy. Foggy is his oldest and longest friend.
So I'm thinking it's going to be Foggy.
Yeah, Karen. Because I'm just thinking the storylines. In the comics, Karen ends up getting addicted to drugs.
Yeah.
And she has an overdose at one point in the comics. So I mean, that actually is, if they're going to go the dark storylines that they're talking about, they keep talking about how they're going to be doing dark storylines. That is a dark storyline they could be doing.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
is Karen,
But
yeah.
But having a red-headed best friend / sidekick, that is cannon fodder if I ever saw some. So I mean,
Yeah, but he wears red. I mean, he doesn't know that. He doesn't know what color he wears. I guess.
well, yeah,
But-
of course Daredevil doesn't know because Daredevil's blind. He doesn't know he's a redhead. But
Yeah.
we all know he's a redhead.
You're a
You know what
ginger.
I mean?
Yeah. He's the doctor.
What
who
did you
all
tell me,
wanted.
It's
We've
like
done
that
this-
Dave Chappelle skit.
We've done our entire lives as best friends, and I didn't know you were ginger. God, I gotta wash myself now.
Oh,
So my tacos are on the table. I
Tacos
think
on the table.
let's just have a bloodbath.
my
And who
tacos
do-
are in the fridge.
Who do we think Michael Gandolfini's going to be?
Well, if he's a protege, I'm thinking like he might. So he may be a brand new character that's never been in it.
He could be. Like my mind goes towards Tombstone, but the problem with Tombstone is that they just introduced him in the Spider-Man TV show, and I know
Yeah.
it's an alternate universe, but I mean, you don't want to deviate too far off of the characters you guys are creating.
Yeah, that's true. And he's not gonna be Bullseye because Bullseye's already there.
No, Michael Gandolfini's. I mean, he's not as big as his dad, but he's a bigger dude, and Tombstone kind of fits that role.
Yeah, yeah.
See,
know.
it says Kingpin's protege who is pulled into a world he barely understands, which means like it seems like he's forced to be in that position. Like maybe, I don't know. It sounds like Kingpin may have a son or a nephew or something.
Yeah, what if I was going to say, what if he has a son that he didn't know about until now, and then he brings him into the organization because Echo's not in it anymore because he had Echo and he was going to have Echo take over, but now he's got this strange son, and so now he's pulling him in, and it's just strange son thinks, oh, we're a political family. Oh, okay. And then he realizes exactly what it's about, and he doesn't
Oh, we're a
understand it.
crime family.
Yeah.
There you go. See,
Yeah.
we're writing it.
Yeah,
I'm very proud of us.
we are writing the story. All right, let's. Is that everybody's thoughts on this?
That's it.
Anything else? All right, let's move on to this last rumor real quick before we move on. Now this is a fun one for me because blue fuzzy heroes are money. Ladies and gentlemen, Kelsey Grammer's return as Beast in the Marvel's post-credit scene seemed to set him up to return in the future Marvel film project. Now, a new report suggests Grammer's Beast will be back for Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret War. Excites me so much because I love Kelsey Grammer as Beast. It's being speculated that an incursion between Earth 10005 and Earth, isn't that Deadpool's universe?
I don't know. You're the Deadpool guy.
I think that is. And Earth,
Deadpool, is that the right Earth number?
yeah, and
We'll get back to it. Keep going.
616, I know Earth 616 is the mainstream MCU universe.
Mhm.
Could lead to an Avengers versus X-Men collab in live action, which would be fucking amazing. But even if there's no battle between the two, their worlds are going to collide in a big way. Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige teased more X-Men on the horizon and went on to say that Secret Wars will lead directly into a new age of mutants and the X-Men. Tacos on the table. Will we finally get the fun blue fuzzball statesman in the MCU?
Where's Jen? Oh, Jen's gone.
Deadpool confirmed 10006 is Deadpool's universe.
Not 10005.
Is 10005 the one that we said?
Yeah, that's the one you said.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so
That kind of makes sense. It's off.
he's just
you know?
off by one, right?
Well, it's yeah, exactly, because it was Fox, and then
It's the
universe. Deadpool's one off, so
Right.
that makes sense.
right.
My tacos on the table. I don't think they would bring back Kelsey Grammer from the Fox universe just to do one cameo. I think, having that little bit of a cameo in the Marvels is leading to somewhere. So I think that they got plans to bring him back somehow. Hey, they canceled his TV show.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true. He's got nowhere to be right now.
Kelsey Grammer needs a paycheck because Frasier could not pay the bills. You know what I mean? So I think he's going to find his way into the MCU somehow. I mean, maybe it could be, one or two scenes during some kind of incursion, thing going on in Doomsday or in Secret Wars. So we'll see. What do you think?
I mean, I'm 100% behind all of this. Like, I love Kelsey Grammer's Beast. I think that this is the perfect time for him to come back and play the character. Dude, he fits Beast so well. Like, it's just the way that he delivers his lines, just because Kelsey Grammer has kind of like that air of elitism, and you kind of need that with someone like Beast. And just bringing him in for Doomsday and Secret Wars and eventually doing a Avengers versus X-Men, which would make sense when you're colliding universes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, my tacos are on the table. I'm
Plus it would do enough to link to the Fox universe stuff that we know, or even to the Marvel, or not the Marvel, but the what's her name? The one that ended up in the other universe.
Spectrum/Photon.
Spectrum. Yeah.
Photon. That's what I was looking for.
Professor Marvel is what.
That's a good way to like link it and give some kind of connection to the other movies without it going like, hey, let's put Hugh Jackman in this role. So.
I want to say that I think that maybe he's going to be integral to her getting back to the main universe.
Yeah.
And so I think that's where it's going to come from. But I don't even think that him playing Beast in the Marvels was the same Beast as the Fox Beast. I think he was, it was a different.
I totally agree.
Sandra confirmed that Deadpool and Wolverine took place in 10005.
It was an entirely different Beast.
And Beast. So that the 10005 universe is known as the Foxverse. So all the Fox movies took place in that universe.
Okay. We did our tacos.
Yeah.
But
so that is it for.
Hold on. Chef Daniel has more tacos on the table for us. He has a question in the chat. Who's smarter, Frasier Crane or Hank McCoy?
Hank McCoy, hands down.
It's not even a question.
Yeah, no, it's
just
not.
gotta put it out there, right?
No,
Frasier Crane is like he's a pseudo intellectual.
Yeah, well, Frasier Crane is intelligent, but he's not like Hank McCoy smart. Like Hank McCoy is like somebody who could easily figure out like theories that people, like mysteries of the universe. Like Hank could figure shit out. Like,
but he can't figure out how to wear a shirt.
He doesn't need to. Like Hank understands quantum physics on a level that like people on currently in our world do not.
If you have enough chest hair to cover your nipples, I guess you don't need a shirt.
You know what? If you were blue and fuzzy, you wouldn't wear a shirt either.
Exactly.
Everybody loves blue fuzzy people. Blue fuzzy people.
That is true. Avatar people. People like them.
Jeff gave the best answer. He said it's like asking who's smarter, Albert Einstein or Dr. Phil.
Yeah. There you go, Jeff. I see you.
Frasier married Lilith. Come on, Hank wins.
That's true. And you know what Hank's never done? He's never gotten into a throuple like freaking Cyclops and Wolverine. So Hank is definitely smarter.
He almost did in the Fox universe, okay?
No, that was a hot mess. We all know that was a hot mess.
That whole universe is a hot mess. There's Smurfy. Chuck, you're the best. All right, so let's go ahead and move on, ladies and gentlemen. It is now the time to get into the main meat and potatoes of our show. Ladies and gentlemen, Welcome to the download.
For more news, trailers, reactions, check out the Distance Nerdington post on Facebook. Let us know what you're nerding out on. We just posted some new trailers and stuff into the Nerdington post this morning because I did that thing. So there you go. Okay. Jumping into it. Goonies Never Say Die. Universal Pictures has released a new featurette, which I totally watched, for Ki-Hugh Kwan's upcoming action film Love Hurts, and it gives us a really cool little Goonies reunion. I was like, oh, this is kind of sweet. Kwan with his co-star Sean Astin, who you guys may or may not know.
Oh, we know him.
I touched him.
You tried to kiss him. Along with Jeff Cohen, all of which starred in the Goonies. Kwan said, you know, the last time Sean and I shared a meaningful scene together was 40 years ago on the Goonies. So that's cool. So I don't know if you noticed, but Jeff Cohen, he's like his lawyer or something, like real life lawyer or agent or something for Ki-Hugh Kwan. But Jeff Cohen is does the truffle shuffle.
Yeah, which is funny. Like he's like the skinniest one out of now.
He's chunk.
Yeah.
Even though he's not chunky.
You know what? That's okay. Because we don't body shame on this show.
No, but I mean, also that could be if they do like a Goonies movie where like it's like 40 years later, that's literally like that's a joke that writes itself.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
right?
But we won't make it because we don't body shame.
Can we even call you Chunk anymore?
Exactly. See, that's good. And it's inspiring for all us chubby kids, to grow up and we can be skinny like him. Okay. All right. We can wear cool hats. Nobody makes fun of us. I like that. Love Hurts will slick shoes or pinchers of peril its way into theaters on February 7th.
3 days from now. I'm definitely going to watch that.
I want to see it so bad. I loved Nobody. And I feel like this is just this is a successor of that, but not a sequel.
All right, let's moving on. Goonies Never Say Potatoes. Warner Brothers. I don't know. I needed to say. Warner Brothers Middle Earth anime epic Lord of the Rings: The War of Rohirrim.
Rohirrim. You said it correctly.
You got it.
Rohirrim is making its way to streaming, joining the rest of the franchise on HBO streaming service Max. We get 3 LOTR projects opsis before any new Game of Thrones synopsis.
We got 3 LOTR projects opsis before any new Game of Thrones synopsis.
I'm still mad. There's so much time in between all the Game of Thrones shows.
You don't think those dragons make themselves, do you?
You got to grow them from eggs. Set 183 years before the events chronicled in the original trilogy of the films, Lord of the Rings: The War of Rohirrim tells the fate of the House of Helm Hammerhand. That's a lot of H's. The legendary king of Rohan. Lord of the Rings: War of Rohirrim will hammerhand its way onto Max sometime this month.
Will hammerhand its way onto Max. I love that.
But it didn't give an actual release date, which is odd. But anyway,
Speaking, they don't know yet. Fucking Zaslav.
There's only like 28 days in February. How do they not know? And like 4 of them are gone. They know a date.
Moving on.
Speaking of release dates, the next one is a toxic date.
Yeah, like you.
Kind of like Phil's birthday. Cineverse has announced that the remake of Troma Entertainment's 1984 called Classic Toxic Avenger is set to be released August 29th, which is Labor Day weekend. All right, now we got a date. I'm into it.
Nice. I just watched his new movie, Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Is that good? I hear.
Oh God, it's funny. It is really funny.
Yeah, I heard it's really good.
That's awesome. By the way, I have a streaming recommendation for everybody.
Yeah.
if you're interested. But I had such a good time watching this show. It was so great. But
I'm getting ready to write it down right now.
like, so if you're watching Paradise on Hulu with James Marsden, it's very heavy,
Mhm.
but it's a show.
Oh, okay.
But on the opposite side of that, something really light, so you kind of pair them together to like watch a heavy
Mhm.
show and like I need to get me out of the heaviness.
Mhm.
On Amazon on Prime is a
Mhm.
show called Jury Duty.
Oh yeah,
And it's
yeah. I
know.
saw that last summer.
Isn't James Marsden also in that?
Yeah,
He's also
plays
in
James
that.
Marsden in it.
It's like a mockumentary of a trial
Yeah.
following the jurors. It's so funny. The thing is, everybody's in on it. It's actors, but there's one person that is just a normal dude, and he has no idea, and he's just a normal guy, gets picked for jury duty, but everything else around him is staged.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
fun.
and he has
It's,
no idea.
It's great.
It's
great.
amazing. I loved that. I was like, I wish they did a second season. I was like, how would they do a second season? Like, the way it ends, there's not really a second season option, but you know.
But it's super fun. It's so refreshing. Okay, moving on. In reunion of reunions news, what? Okay. Romy and Michelle's high school reunion is getting a sequel.
It's about
Sequel
time.
to a reunion. Sequel to a reunion. Okay.
So it's like their next reunion.
In next reunion. There you go. Original stars Mira Sorvino and Lisa Kudrow are in final talks to reprise their roles in the 1997 film. Both actresses will also executive produce, of course. The Tim Federle is attached to direct. Okay, cool. All right, cool.
That's awesome.
I do have a. We know Shidu hasn't seen the original Opsis. Oh my God, he wasn't even born yet. Does he even know what the 80s are? Synopsis.
He's well aware of
Go,
what
young
the
Phil.
80s are.
We know Shidu hasn't seen the original Opsis. Oh my God, he wasn't even born yet. Does he even know what the 80s are? Synopsis? Synopsis.
This is one of my favorite movies.
I did
I know, it's so
this movie back in the day.
I love this movie.
Great soundtrack, too.
Oh, God, yeah.
Romy and Michelle's high school reunion featured the duo as two unaccomplished, almost 30-year-olds who make up their entire careers to sound successful to their former classmates at their 10-year high school reunion. I want to go watch that again. Sounds funny.
Yeah, it is really funny. I love the Star Trek dress.
Yeah.
In it. I was like, I did not expect that reference, but I love it. And I want that dress.
Romy and Michelle's 30-year reunion.
There you go. Maybe it's like they have children now. No, that would be really weird. No, let's not do that. I'm not gonna go down. I'm just wiping that from my brain right now.
Wipe it. Okay, moving on. I got a couple more here. Netflix says 9 time for the Sandman. I don't know how I feel about this one.
Yeah,
Well,
no, we knew this was coming.
They could continue doing it, but
all right, let me get through this real quick. So Netflix has announced that the Sandman series will come to an end with its upcoming second season. The decision is not to move forward with a third season comes after creator Neil Gaiman was hit with a sexual assault and misconduct allegations, which Gaiman has denied. The announcement came with a poster and a statement from showrunner Alan Heinberg. The Sandman series has always been focused exclusively on Dream's story, and back in 2022, when we looked at the remaining Dream material from the comics, we know we only had enough story for one more season. Right. Sandman season 2 will awaken sometime in 2025.
This we already knew, just because there aren't very many stories that are left, and Neil Gaiman was talking about if they did a season 3, he was going to do all original material. And you kind of can't really do that when he's not attached to the series anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's for the best that he's
not.
Yep. I love it. And I'll watch the second season because I really do love all of the people that they cast, and I loved the first season so much. I can't wait till we get to see the second season.
Yeah, I mean the work itself is a work of art. The comic book, it's it's the things that he is going through and the things that he's done don't take away from
Allegedly.
right alleged that he's allegedly done. Don't take away from the beauty of the art that he's made. So
Yeah. I've on Blue Sky got into a conversation with a couple of creators and people that actually know Neil, and they're really upset. But it was like, do we, it's the same thing like J.K. Rowling. Do you just stop liking the material even though you loved it?
right.
Or do you, or do you just cut it out of your life? And some people cut it completely out of their lives and some people don't. And I can't cut out Sandman or American Gods because I really loved those.
Yeah, American Gods too is it's too damn good.
Yeah, so I couldn't, the book was amazing. So I can't really do that, but I doubt that I'll be getting anything new of his. But the stuff that's already been out, I like. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
I had that same experience today because we were listening to music on like Amazon, and an Usher song came on. I was like, all right, cool, Usher, okay, I got this, cool. But then on the track was Diddy, and I'm like, oh wait a second, I forgot he was on this. Are we not allowed to listen to this right now? Like
I don't know how to feel about this anymore.
Exactly, Alexa, skip. I have mixed emotions.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard to live in these days. It is hard to live in these days.
Yeah, that is.
But you know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about Vampire Slayers.
Okay, so time to sharpen your wooden stakes, nerds.
Yeah.
I'm building a tiny fence.
There you go. There's a Buffy the Vampire Slayer sequel currently in development, and it's nearing a pilot order at Hulu. This must be farther along than expected because to have it all down like this.
Yeah, they already have it ready for a pilot. It means they've been writing it for a while too.
Did y'all see that Sarah Michelle Gellar had on the yummy sushi pajamas the other day and took a picture of it and put it on Instagram? That's all I'm saying.
There it is. That's all the proof we need. That's it.
Yes. I can get my yummy sushi pajamas out and watch the sequel.
There you go.
There you go. No, we don't need the Hollywood Reporter. We don't need variety reporting on it. We just need to see sushi pajamas. And that's all the confirmation.
Yummy sushi pajamas.
Yeah.
Yes.
That being said, Variety is also reporting that Sarah Michelle Gellar is in final talks to reprise her role as the title character. While Gellar will come back, the new series is set to focus on a new Slayer. Gellar would appear as a recurring role rather than the lead in the series. Okay.
That makes sense though, like having Buffy train a new generation of vampire slayers.
Well, I mean, in the final season, she activates all the other slayers and with the scythe that she has from the Frey comic. But she does that, and in the comic book that happened after it, they actually were cells of slayers, like militia cells almost, and they all had leaders, and Buffy was like the big general of them, and and they had different watchers that were with them so they could help train them and stuff, but she was in charge. And Dawn got real big, like 50 feet tall, because she had sex with a witch and he put a curse on her. And
what?
Yeah, and then
that's all it takes.
This is all in the comics.
I need to find a witch.
Yeah, so it was like they went through a couple of seasons of that.
James needs to find a witch.
And so yeah, so that I think that would be good. I'm on board. I think there's a lot of universe to play in.
I figure you'd be excited for this one.
Yeah, and the Buffy, I love Buffy.
Yeah,
I loved it. I still have like.
I wonder if they're gonna.
From it.
I wonder if they're gonna push the boundaries of it, make it a little bit more edgy. Because now that it's gonna be on Hulu, edgy. Like I know, but not being on network TV anymore, like you can kind of take the
I guess
training
they
wheels
could
off
curse.
and
That's the only thing they didn't really do.
fuck yeah, they can curse.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Jeff saying, please tell me she's going to kill all the Twilight vampires.
Well, not all. Don't kill all of them because some of them are now Batman. So let's leave that alone.
Batman sparkles. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the headlines. Let's move into the next portion of the download. Frey, take it away with Casting Corral.
Woo! I should have had my lasso. Okay. So many actors. I hope the corral is big enough.
Probably isn't.
All right. So first we're going to talk about the Odyssey and Nolan verse.
Yeah.
Okay. So John Leguizamo, Benny Safdie, who is, I guess, in Oppenheimer,
Benny
Elliot
Safdie,
Page.
yeah.
Yeah. Safdie? Did I
Yeah.
say Safdie? I did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Safdie. Samantha Morton and Himesh Patel have been cast in unknown roles for Odyssey. So here's my thing is where is Nolan's going to put all these people?
Yeah.
Like physically on the screen. I think that he's like, there's not a big enough camera for, well, I guess there would be. He could get a dolly. Is this thing going to just be on dollies? Anyway.
That's why he's getting a new IMAX camera to fit all these people in one scene.
All right. Okay. I guess that makes sense. But yeah, I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, like, John Leguizamo, Benny Safdie, Elliot Page, Samantha Morton, Hamish Patel, like those are all massive names. Yeah. The thing is, again, with the type of ensemble movies that Nolan does, again, they don't have to be big roles for these people.
Yeah.
They could be playing like big characters that only are in like, small scenes.
No, and I think so, yeah. And there are a lot of people in the Odyssey. There are a lot of people.
Yes.
So if he was going to have a lot of actors, this is the movie to have a lot of actors in.
Yeah.
So now, staying in the Nolan verse, so there's a rumor that Robert Downey Jr. may be reteaming with Christopher Nolan after the Odyssey. So according to a Production Weekly listing, Nolan is in early development on another project titled Die Early. And RDJ is said to be taking on the lead role in that.
Interesting.
So that's a rumor. That's not a thing. It's just a rumor. So, but yeah, he's working.
Yeah,
Dude's working.
It makes sense. Nolan probably enjoyed his performance in God, what is the movie?
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, like probably enjoyed the performance in Oppenheimer and was like, you know what? I want to do something where you take on more of a lead role because I loved what you did in this movie.
Yeah, and RDJ's always has said such nice and wonderful things about Christopher Nolan, how he really pushed him outside of his comfort zone and really pushed him to make new choices and stuff. So I could definitely see it helping both of them. But yeah, dude's working. He's just fucking working.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. James, anything to add?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm pretty good.
All right. So on to Scream 7. So Matthew Lillard is coming back as our homeboy Stu Matcher, along with Scott Foley, who's coming back as Roman Bridger, Sydney's half brother or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's back to the beginning for Sydney and her friends. So
I'm excited for this because I kind of want to see what happens when Sydney sees Stu again.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh geez, Scoob. That's a big knife.
His throat or stab him in the heart. Those really are the only choices.
The thing is, I'm figuring that Stu is not going to have anything to do with what's happening.
No.
And
probably.
I kind of want them to Silence of the Lambs him. Just be like, they're asking Stu, hey, you were a fucking Ghostface killer. What would you do?
Lotion him up?
Like Manhunter him. Manhunter him.
Yes.
So he's I can tell you exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then you find out he's been talking to him the whole time.
Right.
And he's really the one that's behind everything. And then he escapes and calls Sydney and tells her that he's going to get some fava beans. Wait, no, never mind.
No, not fava beans. He's just going to call her and say, "What's your favorite scary movie?"
And she's going to say, "Fuck you, Stu," and hang up.
Halloween, you fuckers.
Right. You just got to hang up.
Yeah.
All right. And then we've got M. Night Shyamalan, Bada Bing Bong, and Nicholas Sparks. So Jake Gyllenhaal is set to star in the film from the most unexpected collab. Nicholas Sparks and M. Night Shyamalan. Sparks is writing a novel that Shyamalan is writing a screenplay about, but there's no title yet. So my real question, though, is it a movie based on a novel or a novel based on a movie? I guess we'll find out eventually.
It's going to be Nicholas Sparks writing a book that M. Night Shyamalan follows until the very end of the movie where he has to put in a twist.
Right, exactly.
It's going to be this romantic thing where they got to go back in time, but at the very end, they're going to realize they were already back in time.
Right.
Because I don't know.
And then Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams are going to show up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or I guess Jake Gyllenhaal is going to be the heartthrob in this one.
Look, here's the thing. I really just want Jake Gyllenhaal to not do another Donnie Darko. So, yeah. All right. Next, we have Star Wars rumor. It's a rumor, but it's also a casting thing. Okay. Anyway, you guys know why you're here. Henry Cavill is in talks for an undisclosed role in an upcoming Star Wars movie, according to a report from My Time to Shine Hello. So, who do we think he's going to play?
It's Star Wars, so 90% it's going to be a brand new character.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think Henry Cavill is going to come in and play a character that's already been created. I think he's going to be an original character.
Okay. What type though? Do we think he's going to be a Jedi? Do we think he's going to be a Mandalorian? Do we think he's going to be just like some guy?
I'd like to see him as a Sith.
Blaster.
I would like to see him as a Sith.
Look, Saewong said Exar Kun.
Ooh, Exar Kun would be dope though.
No, not Revan.
No,
I wouldn't mind.
Ooh, Kyle Katarn.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
Kyle Katarn would be dope. So here's the thing, and Zach Deadpool saying a great Jedi. I want him to be a Sith, and the reason I want him to be a Sith, one, because his build, he's just a big dude, and you can make he could make an imposing Sith. Mm-hmm. Two, most of the time, Sith characters and dark side characters are British anyway, so he could just use his regular accent. Yeah. But it's also mostly because the twist with his character from Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
When he became the villain was like, I want more. Spoiler alert. This is like we're 2 movies ahead of that now. Yeah.
Load up my guns.
When he loaded his guns, that's all I remember.
Yeah.
Blacked out.
but like I want to see him play more of a villain, right? Like he plays morally gray characters, he plays good guys. I want to see him play the bad guy.
You want him to like whole hog villain.
Yeah, I want him just like straight up be a villain. And I think that's just because that is a way to also not put him in a box. Darth Plagueis the Wise.
That would be amazing because Darth Plagueis the Wise, because they'd have to put so much makeup on him, nobody would recognize it.
Darth Plagueis is also super skinny. There's no way that he would fit as Darth Plagueis. I'm going back to Saewong's first comment. Exar Kun would be amazing.
Yeah. Exar Kun was the badass. I would not mind that. I think though that they're like from like what the whole rumor is that they're thinking that it might be James Mangold, so it may be like the early part. So Exar Kun might be.
Exar Kun would make sense.
Yeah, so I think so.
Because Exar Kun was one of the it was post takeover of the Sith planet, but he was one of the early Sith though.
Are you talking about what is it? Starts with a K.
Korriban.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, absolutely. James,
You guys are too deep.
okay.
I knew this would be too deep for him.
You guys are in a galaxy far, far,
Right.
far away.
Well, maybe this will be easier for you. It's an MCU casting rumor.
Woohoo!
Brandon Sklenar. I'm just saying that. It's
Sklenar.
Sklenar. SKL.
Sklenar?
SKLENAR. Sklenar. Brandon Sklenar.
Sklenar.
Is someone Marvel Studios is eyeing for the Nova TV series.
Ooh.
He's the guy on the screen. Is that guy?
Okay.
That's why his picture's there.
Oh,
I was like, of
that's
all
good
the
mustache.
people we have rumors, like I have casting for, this is the guy people aren't gonna know.
oh no, that's Richard Rider for sure.
Yeah. So it says, yeah, and that's like people are saying that could be it. They don't like. There's no word on who it could, like who he could be. So, but yeah. So Sklenar is known for It Ends With Us and Taylor Sheridan's 1923. So that may be where you guys have seen him before. I saw him when Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman did an interview with him for It Ends With Us and asked why he was kissing Blake Lively. That was so yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I know.
Well, how did he answer? That awkward.
He was just like, I'm an actor, and yeah, I could see him being Richard Rider. I honestly I could.
Yeah.
I just think that
he fits his Richard Rider's Nova.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see it. But and he's got that like guy next door, like down home kind of guy. And I think that's what they need for Richard Rider, like that salt of the earth kind of thing. Anyway, but yeah, so that's it for MCU. So
all right.
And that's it for the casting corral for this week, everyone. Now take those boots off and rest up those little doggies. I try to be on brand.
All right. Well, let's move on to this last download story. So, Jen, take us home.
All right. So, apparently, a home run for the sports ball fanatics. The Super Bowl isn't just about football. Is the Super Bowl about football? Okay. It's also one of the biggest nights for movie trailers. And this year, is it at night? It's like 7 hours long, isn't it?
Yeah,
anyway,
something like that. Well, mostly because of all the trailers.
Oh my God. And this year is no exception. Now, a handful of major studios are locking in their spots. Lock it in. Lock it down, everybody.
Lock it up.
Lock it in.
You lock it up. Lock it up.
Lock it. James Gunn has confirmed that DC fans will get something new from Superman during the Puppy Bowl.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I watch usually. But don't expect a full-fledged trailer during the main Super Bowl broadcast. Do you know why he's doing the Puppy Bowl? Crypto people. Disney, and no, I'm not talking about those crypto bros. I'm talking about Crypto the dog. So Disney is going all in on its live action slate, rolling out new looks at Snow White, that's still a thing, and Lilo and Stitch alongside Pixar's Elio.
Ooh, okay. I love the concept of Elio, so I can't wait to see the trailer.
Marvel Studios, not to be outdone, they're dropping teasers for 2 of its 3 upcoming films, Captain America, Brave New World, and Thunderbolts. And you know why they're not doing Fantastic Four? Because they dropped it today. That's right, MFers. Today.
Now, why did they do it today?
Because it's the 4th. It's F4. February 4th.
Exactly.
And they also did it. They premiered it.
Because it was young Phil's birthday, right?
Well, yeah, no. But because they did it at the Space Center. They premiered it there.
Nice.
Under the Saturn V rocket.
At Kennedy?
No, oh, I can't remember. It's like I don't know. It's a museum. Anyway, it's where Space Camp is. Anyway, that's where it was. I watched it this morning. I was woken up to watch it.
Nice.
Usually I'm woken up for other things. Universal has a packed lineup with the live-action adaptation of How to Train Your Dragon, plus a first glimpse of Jurassic World Rebirth. Okay. Horror fans might also see a teaser for Megan 2.0, which I think is the third one, which is rumored to drop during the event. Paramount is bringing the variety with new footage of Novocaine. That looks really cool.
It does.
It's comedy thriller. The upcoming Smurfs, speaking of Fuzzy Blue, animated musical, and Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Hey guys, load up those guns. On the flip side, some major players are being benched during the Super Bowl. Sony Pictures, Warner Brothers, Netflix, Amazon, MGM Studios, Apple, and Lionsgate are skipping the big game. And you know what? Some of them really should. I'm looking at you, Sony and Warner Brothers.
Sony
Pictures and Warner Brothers, I'm looking at you. You're on the list. Okay. The Super Bowl is set to take place at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans this Sunday, February 9th. Oh, man, I could really do with the Caesar salad right now.
Right? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Anchovies or no anchovies?
You know, I do like anchovies, but I really like anchovies in the actual
Dressing.
in the dressing. I don't like them on the thing. I don't like to taste the anchovy. They're too salty. But in the dressing,
that's a good point.
Fantastic. Anyway.
Okay, yeah. Here's another question. Caesar salad, croutons or no croutons?
Oh, I don't do croutons.
I do croutons.
Well, I don't do croutons because I don't know where they how they've been processed.
There's anchovies in the Caesar dressing?
Yep.
There is. It's in the dressing.
And it's so good. It's like crack.
I think he's telling us there's anchovies in the Caesar dressing.
Yeah, there is.
Because I'm thinking about it. He's
like,
a chef, so why would he not know that?
You don't like the way croutons are processed? Like
no, because I don't know if they use palm oil or not. It's an allergy thing.
I thought. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I thought you meant like the way they're treated, like there's some kind of internment camp for croutons or something.
No,
and we're boycotting.
Sack Deadpool said, "What's a salad? A salad is a pile of bacon that somebody put a leaf on top of."
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
and you toss it.
You say bacon, I say bacon.
Bacon. Daniel, I'm with you on that. Jackie makes homemade croutons and they're amazing.
Yeah.
So does she put them in an internment camp?
Yes.
Yeah,
they are not cruelty-free croutons.
Yeah. Nor are they fermented.
Speaking of things that are cruel and done cruelly, the children who make our merch are treated cruelly because we got merch people.
That may be the worst segue.
The sweatshop.
Nobody's sweating in the sweatshop.
I'm sorry. That is
it's like 40 degrees right now. No one's sweating.
The only people that are sweating in the sweatshop is you and me when we're up at Anna Medford and it's 112 degrees outside and there's no fan.
No fan.
We're the ones sweating.
Right.
Okay, let me write down. So you said Anna Medford. Okay, so I don't want to come to Anna Medford. All right. Do not.
But no, that was meant to be the worst transition that we've ever done. I did that on purpose. So
you did a great job.
Daniel Flores. No, hold on. So Sacramento Deadpool said, "What's a leaf?" And then he says, like from a tree. And then he said, "Why would you put tree leaves on top of bacon?" And then Daniel Flores said, "A BLT has entered the chat." Chat is on fire tonight.
The chat is great right now. Jamez, take it away.
Merch people, if you want some shirts, we got some shirts for you. DM us at Distance Nerding. They're $20 if you find us or find young Phil somewhere. If you find him in the streets, out in the streets, they're $20. $25 if you're too lazy to find him in the streets and you got to get it shipped to you. That's fine too. But we got two different shirts. We got the black shirt with the logo, got the gray shirt with the characters on it, just like young Phil's comic book that he had there. That was a cool comic book.
No cap.
Over. No cap. I like that.
With no cap. I mean hat. No hat. There's no hat. So
and that's not a lie.
Is
because that's what no cap means.
Yeah.
which I
I
just
thought
learned.
no cap meant no lie.
Exactly. No cap. There's no lie. No cap.
There's a lie on the screen.
There's no cap, but there is no caps. They're all
But there's
sold.
a cap on the screen.
Right.
Never mind.
But there's
let's
no
move on.
caps.
It's yeah. Mhm.
All right, let's talk schedule here.
Oh, okay, fine. All right. See how it is.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, look. Nobody else can riff, but I can. That's fine. I got sweatshop jokes. Oh, look at me.
You look a little glistening.
Yeah, he's been in the sweatshop. That's why.
Wow, Asian
Tuesdays-
jokes. Rude.
I didn't say that you were working in the sweatshop.
You just like to use it as a sauna.
Exactly. Just go and hang out in there and just check out the cruelty. Just
And you know what? This is also an HR intervention. Everyone wants you to be clothed when you're in the sweatshop. The towel does not cover everything.
Hey, I got blue fur nipples. So I don't need a shirt. Okay. I'm going to paint a lightning bolt on my chest and my blue fur nipples. It's going to be perfect.
ain't
Branding, people.
so good but bad at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, Tuesdays, the show you are watching right now, the download from 6:30 to 8:30. Thursdays, we do the build from 6 to 8 p.m. And on Fridays, we do it from 6 to 7. I have been doing game streams on Mondays. So for the time being, until I get work on Mondays again, we will be doing game streams. I have been playing Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, as well as Call of Duty Black Ops 6, the campaign mode, and it's been a great time, guys. So please come and hang out with us, support us, because that is those are the ways that you can support us outside of doing the shows themselves and all that.
But they can also support us in another way, right?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you would like to support us, the best way to do that is to head over to distancenerding.com. Go up to the top of the page, hit that blue buy us a taco button. You can buy us a taco. Ladies and gentlemen, well, all you got to do just to support us is join the taco party. That's right. Join the taco party.
I'm the one with the rainbow colored hat on. Go back to the graphic before.
Oh,
Tab.
yeah.
I said graphic and not Chiron. Okay. The one with the pink and the
Who's
blue.
Chiron?
And the
Is that
yellow.
another deep cut
That was
Star
a
Wars
thing
person?
from Friday.
Oh.
I guess you
are you
needed
this
to
one?
watch the show.
Are you this one? Or are you this one?
No,
Yeah.
I'm the one with the pink and the blue and the yellow. It's the only one with pink, blue, and yellow all
They
together.
all
stripes.
have pink, blue, and yellow. What are you talking
No,
about?
they don't.
That
Not
one.
the hat.
This
that
one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
That's
that
me.
one.
Yep. That's me.
Sheesh.
James, you're the one over with the blue and yellow with the little, looks like a little maraca with the between the pink and blue balloons. And Phil, you're the one in the bottom middle.
I'm the little
Down
one in the
over.
back.
Yes.
You put me in the back?
Yep, you're in the back.
That one? That's James?
Yep, that one's James. And then you're the one with the pink and yellow with the blue top.
That one right
In
there.
the
Yeah.
middle. Figures.
Yeah,
Fucking
that's-
figures, this
that's it.
guy.
And
Center of attention. Happy
Shadoo
birthday to
is
you.
the ice cream cone way in the back with the pink on it.
Oh, this one.
He's not even a taco?
No, he's not a taco.
Just because he's not here on the show this week? You didn't even make him
Yeah.
a taco?
Yeah, he's not a taco. If he's on the show, we'll talk about which taco he is.
And,
Nobody James in the corner.
And what about Tater? Tater is the ice cream cone on the ground that fell over right in the middle underneath Young Phil's feet.
Yeah,
Right there.
Okay.
That
I was
one's
gonna say
Tater.
the cupcake right next to it with the pink and the blue.
No, too
But
fancy.
I'm
Too
okay with
fancy.
that. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
The one that the ice cream cone that fell over.
Yeah, the one
That's
that's just
Tater.
like on its side. Yep,
Yeah.
that's Tater.
Wait,
Okay.
is there a taco in there with a broken leg? No, it's not.
That's why he fell over.
Yeah. Oh God, we are terrible. It's all about Adventure Time Whiz Biz. All right. Well, Frey.
Now that we've dissected the taco party.
Right. Frey, I know you were avoiding this, but you guys do have a new episode out, so I need you to do your pluggables.
You know what? Now that I don't do them all the time, I actually enjoy when I do them. Is that weird? That's weird, right?
Very weird.
Okay. So, hi, I'm Frey. I have my own channel. It's called Frey Girl, and I do a little show called Classified with Should Do, where we take your favorite fandoms and we classify them into Dungeons and Dragons classes. This week, we just had one that premiered on Sunday, Percy Jackson. So it's the first season of the Percy Jackson series from Disney Plus, and we go through all of the main characters in that. We had a lot of fun doing it. Apparently, we had to cut out about 40 minutes of it because we were riffing, and have talked about making it a podcast. So who knows if that'll happen or not? But hey, new show. Also, we are doing a sister show called Journals of the Ancients, which actually is a second season of Journals of the Classes, but we ran out of classes, so now we're talking about races. And then Shadu has his channel called Shadu and Shadu Studios, where he does music and things like that. And
you know what he doesn't do?
Language stuff.
You know what he doesn't do? He doesn't watch the movies we tell him to watch. I'll tell you that much.
He has been trying. I've been making a concerted effort. And yeah, and so that's me. I'm on all the socials as Frey Girl, Blue Sky. I'm on there as freygirl.bluesky, blah blah blah. And yeah, that's me. I'm here on Tuesdays, sometimes on Thursdays, sometimes on Fridays, and I'm on Kyber Cave occasionally. But yeah.
All right.
Have something you want to discuss? Tell us what you're nerding out on, and tell us. And connect with us on all the things. What are the things that they can connect with us on?
Oh, I'm so happy you asked. You can connect with us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It's never going to be X, Twitch, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, Discord, Blue Sky, MySpace, Vine, GeoCities, Friendster, Second Life, AIM, Farmers Only, Christian Mingle, OnlyFans. It's only pictures of Aaron Watson's feet, Mandels, the beard, Jamez's glasses, just judging you for not buying all of the merch and buying all the shirts and giving them to all of your family members and supporting the sweatshop. Because that is the only way that we can continue to make the merch is with the sweatshop. And of course, every single thing that we record Shadu doing for money, including the 3-penny opera.
I can't believe that's a thing. I said it once, and now it's a
thing. And now it is a complete joke on the show. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like us to if you would like us to break up with your boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other, pet, schoolyard bully, annoying neighbor, or just tell us how much you enjoy us, hate us, or wish the internet would consume us completely and spit us out at the feet of
Deadpool Pink Pony Club.
Yes, Deadpool at the Pink Pony Club. That is definitely feet that we're gonna spit on.
Keep on dancing at the Pink
Pony Club. You can send us an email at dist.
Do you hear that? Do you hear the
we hear it. We're trying to ignore it.
Proxy just sitting in the middle of the freaking room, just whining at no one.
Oh man. Insnerding at AOL.com, and we will read it live on air. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it from us. We hope you've had a good time hanging out with us here at Distance Nerding. It is now time, or it's not time for the dance party yet. James, you got a line.
It's time for Bruce. Go to sleep.
That's right, Bruce. Go to sleep.
Bruce, it's bedtime.
Now it's time for the dance party. Thanks, everybody. And keep nerding together.
That's right. Let's do this. I'm adding another person to the dance party, and we're doing this. Get it going.
Is that Bruce? Is he not asleep? It's Chunk. Whoa, what's happening?
It's Reptar.
I hope you don't expect me to start.
distance nerding.
Who wants stickers? We got stickers. DM us if you want stickers. We'll send you some stickers.
Oh, yeah, get them stickers. Merchandising. Oh, yeah. Gotta market. Put them stickers on water bottles. Yep.
Oh, yay, another creepy baby.
Creepy baby has a friend now.
Multiplying. The creepy baby's coming up. Tag team partners. Oh.
Manifesting Wong.
We'll see everybody on Thursday. Bye.